Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
A local team heads to Lincoln, some area high school signings, and the return of high school basketball. Let's start today with the Scottsbluff Unified Bowling team. It's the fourth year at the helm for head coach Maggie Anderson, and for the first time in her tenure, the team won the district title earlier this week. Anderson talks about that trip to Alliance, her team, and their ability to knock off the Bulldogs for the championship.
Our district team consisted of Alonzo Avila, Tristan Miller, Hunter Howlett, Jackson Ham, and Vanessa Martinez. And what we do to determine our district team is we do a bowl off right before we have to have our roster in. So it was all based on the pinfall that they had. They bowled most of the season together, which wasn't a big surprise when we did do our bowl off, but they really came together and brought each other up and made sure that they stayed positive the whole time. Even when we were down a few pins, they just came together and did what they needed to do. So
now everyone involved with the program makes that first trek to Lincoln for the state meet coming up on Monday.
I'm pretty excited. I'm not sure if they're super nervous yet. They might be as we get closer to the end of the week, but I think they're just going to go down there and they're going to do the best that they can, and it is what it is. They'll do what they got to do.
Hats off to the Scottsbluff Unified Bowling team for winning the district championship, and best of luck as they head to state early next week in Lincoln in that 8-team field. Now we backtrack to before Thanksgiving, in fact, to catch up on a couple of local signings, both from Gering High and both athletes heading to the University of Nebraska-Kearney. Let's start on the pitch with Taylor Phibrick, who said this decision has been a long time coming.
Well, I went down there this summer going into my junior year, and I went there for an ID camp, and after the coaches told me they wanted to keep in contact, so early in my junior year we set up an official visit, and when I went down there I got to practice with the team and stay with them and just really see what it was like to be a UNK soccer player, and I just kind of fell in love with the team and the coaches and their practice and like how they did things down there. So, and I have family that lives down there, so that really helped.
Phibrick has the pulse of that Kearney program, obviously, and she sees a bright future for her and her soon-to-be Loper teammates.
This class they recruited, there's 7, and we're basically all forwards. So, and then last class they recruited 13. We're basically midfield and defenders. So when I get there, we should be pretty good.
That same afternoon at Gering, I was able to catch up with golfer Avery Mitchell, who's excited to head to Kearney to continue her career on the links.
So I was talking to a bunch of coaches, and the Kearney coach was the only coach that really was out at the summer things, who could see my swing and see my game. So he emailed me, and that's really what started it. And I like the town, and everything just kind of fell into place.
Mitchell and her Gering teammates this past season finished second at the state tournament to Scottsbluff, and that success and those memories will stick with Mitchell for a long, long time.
It was awesome to have a winning team and to break some school records and really just be able to get to know the girls better. They're a pretty great group.
Congrats out to that pair of Gering seniors who are set to call UNK home for their college careers. On Monday's update early next week here at the TV Sports Desk, I'll catch up with Mitchell High senior Reagan Hodgson, who signed yesterday with Colby Community College in Kansas to continue her cross-country and track and field career. Again, that's coming up on Monday's edition. And of course, tonight, the return of high school basketball to start the season with the Western Conference Tournament. We'll have a triple header on KMOR 93.3 FM and a single standalone game with the Scottsbluff Bearcat boys team. They'll be on the road over at Gering High for a quick trip for a matchup with Sydney on 106.9 The Trail. Get tonight's schedule throughout the rest of the week. Tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. Check KNEB.com under the Sports tab for our Western Conference basketball coverage for Scottsbluff and Gering. Winners move to Cougar Palace for the weekend consolation round games tomorrow and Saturday at Scottsbluff High. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the First National Bank Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back to check the community calendar right after this on KNEB.TV.